Good morning and welcome to Sober Readings for Wednesday, February 4th. Today's reading from Daily Reflections. When Faith is Missing. Sometimes AA comes harder to those who have lost or rejected faith than to those who never had any faith at all, for they think they have tried faith and found it wanting. They have tried the way of faith and the way of no faith. That's from the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 28. I was so sure God had failed me that I became ultimately defiant, though I knew better, and plunged into a final drinking binge. My faith turned bitter, and that was no coincidence. Those who once had great faith hit bottom harder. It took time to rekindle my faith, though I came to AA. I was grateful intellectually to have survived such a great fall, but my heart felt callous. Still, I stuck with the AA program. The alternatives were too bleak. I kept coming back, and gradually my faith was resurrected. Today's reading from 24 Hours, the AA thought for the day. Treating others to drink gave us a kind of satisfaction. We liked to say, "Have a drink on me," but we were not really doing the other fellow a favor. We were only helping him to get drunk, especially if he happened to be an alcoholic. In AA, we really try to help other alcoholics. In AA, we build them up instead of tearing them down. Drinking created a sort of fellowship, but it really was a false fellowship because it was based on selfishness. We used our drinking companions for our own pleasure. In AA, we have real fellowship based on unselfishness and a desire to help each other. And we make real friends, not fair weather friends. So ask yourself today, with sobriety, have I got everything that drinking's got without the headaches? The meditation for the day. I know that God cannot teach a man who is trusting in a crutch. I will throw away the crutch of alcohol and walk in God's power and spirit. God's power will so invigorate me that I shall indeed walk on to victory. There is never any limit to God's power. I will go step by step, one day at a time. God's will shall be revealed to me as I go forward. The prayer for the day. I pray that I may have more and more dependence on God. I pray that I may throw away my alcoholic crutch and let God's power take its place. And finally today, a reading from As Bill Sees It. Today we're reading from page 223. One fellowship, many faiths. As a society, we must never become so vain as to suppose that we are authors and inventors of a new religion. We will humbly reflect that every one of AA's principles has been borrowed from ancient sources. That's from AA Comes of Age, page 231. A minister in Thailand wrote, "We took AA's 12 steps to the largest Buddhist monastery in this province, and the head priest said, 'Why, these steps are fine. For us as Buddhists, it might be slightly more acceptable if you had inserted the word good in your steps instead of God. Nevertheless, you say that it is God as you understand him, and that must certainly include the good. Yes, AA's 12 steps will surely be accepted by the Buddhists around here.'" And that's also from AA Comes of Age, page 81. St. Louis old-timers recall how Father Edward Dowling helped start their group. It turned out to be largely Protestant, but this fazed him not a bit. And that's from AA Comes of Age, page 37. And that's it for today's readings. Thanks for listening. The theme of today's readings, all three of them, seem to be faith. How does faith play a role in your sobriety? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your comments on today's readings and the topic of faith. Send me an email at soberreadingswithscott@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, soberreadings.com, and fill out the form, And don't forget, while you're there, click the scrolling red link to follow the show. And if you'd like to drop $1 in the donation basket for today's meeting, click that donate button. Again, thanks for listening. And remember, just for today, don't drink, go to a meeting, and keep coming back. Have a great day. And as my friend Larry says, best day ever.